let's begin the process of our advisor login. Here we're going to register first. We're going to register a new account called James Potatoes ITE 269. The email is chicken@umbc.edu. We don't have email verification yet, but we could implement that in the future. And we're going to add an email or a password. And for our test purposes, I'm going to show you that if we don't have equaling or matching passwords, we're going to get the password error. Passwords do not match. So now we're going to refill our data with correct data. So we're going to say math 1241 jaime3@umbc.edu with matching passwords. We're going to register. Now we're going to log in with the password. When we log in, we're able to see various dates and appointments in a nice GUI format. At the bottom here, you can see the listing of all the appointments, and if you click on one of the meetings and there's a student there, you can see the information of the student, their email, and their campus ID. This is all renewed any web page. You can also create new appointments. Let's create a new appointment on 21st at 10 a.m. IT 210. Individual. Let's create the appointment. There it is. Here we have the meeting. We can also delete the meeting, and it's gone from the buttons here is gone, so you don't have. So in the advisor control panel, you can actually disable future appointments or re-enable future appointments. This will allow users to, in the future, be able to go onto the advising page as a student and register for advising appointments. They will not be able to access any of them. We'll later on show you these the footage of what will happen if you turn the disabled appointments on as a student. We also have the advisor edit page, so you can edit your information, and it also takes care of things like incorrect information. So for example, if you're trying to change your email already and you're trying to change it to the one that you already have, this will tell you that it's an email validation error. So we can type in this email, and we can begin typing in other information. It'll tell you something like, your password fields do not match. Another thing is we're going to have logout here, and you can log out, and it deletes your whole session, and you can register as a new advisor.
Here we have the database for the project. We have 3 tables, four tables actually. Advisor, meetings, shut-off control, and student. In advisor, we store all the data for each individual advisor. As you see, we have the advisor ID, which is just a counter that keeps track of each individual advisor. First name, last name, email, their location, the building name, room number. And we also have the salt and the password. Since on our advisor side, we secure our logins by salting and hashing our passwords. We save the salt and then the salted and hashed version of the password for further use for further logins. In the meetings table, we have, again, a counter, just the meeting ID. We have a date time SQL object that stores the date and time of the meeting. We have group meeting, which stores whether the meeting is a group meeting or an individual meeting. True would be a group meeting, false would be an individual. We have available, which stores whether or not the meeting's full. True would be not full, it would be available. Location, which is obviously the location, and advisor ID, which is the ID of the advisor that created the meeting. So the advisor can see specifically their own meetings. So in student, we have, yet again, the counter. We store their first name, last name, campus ID, email. So we store the meeting that they have. If they don't have a meeting, then we store their meeting ID as a -1. We also store their major, and we have text fields that let them enter their post-UMBC plans and their questions and concerns about advising or whatever they may need. We also have a table called shut-off control, which is used exclusively by the advisor. It only has one row. The online ID counter, that I just couldn't get rid of it. And site online. If site online is true, then the site is online and students can log in and register for appointments and such. If this is false, then students are redirected to a site offline page, and they can't do that.
Let's go through the student portal. So this is this index.html. This is the registration page for the student. Let's go ahead and enter. So we'll start off. If you just try to register, we have input validation for everything. These are required fields. So let's just enter a random name. That's fine. This also has a regex, so this is not the correct combination, you'll get a request for the correct one. So as same with email. So we have all the majors in a drop down. We'll go ahead and register. After the student registers, they're taken to a free response. First one is required. It's for the post-UMBC plans. Let's just say grad school. And they can enter this one if they feel like it. Any questions? This is editable later on after they log in. Alright, so this is the main menu. From here they can sign up for an appointment or edit their student information. If we go and edit student information, they can edit their names, their first name, last name. They cannot change student ID or email. They can also change their major. If they go to other, this also happens on the registration page. If they choose other, they'll be taken to this page, other major, where they will find a link to the departmental advising page right here. From there, they can go and contact whoever they need to for their new major. If not, they can go back, log in, change their major again. As you see, it updates and stores whatever major corresponds to the database. Let's go ahead and confirm, and then we sign up for an appointment. Student can choose group or individual. Let's go with a group. In the group, they can choose based on date. They can reset. Let's just find random date in here. This one right here. Search. There's no appointments, so they can press reset. Choose the one appointment available, submit, and this is their appointment. From there, they can cancel the appointment and sign up for another one. Let's just go ahead and choose one of these. On the individual side, they can choose by advisor or just choose any of the available. So choose this one, confirm. There's your appointment, and then the student can view their appointment. And there we have it.
Okay, so now we will show you what happens if the advisor has decided to disable the student side. So the registration page appears as normal, but if I was to attempt to register, with any major, it really doesn't matter, and hit register, it goes to this page, which shows that registration for CNMS is currently offline, please check back later, and has a link to the department website. It does the same if you click on the already registered button. Same thing, redirects to that page.